I let a bitch get away with something last night, and I shouldn't have let her get away with it.
And I'm saying, if you're trying to make having bitches a business, you already
fucked up. Yeah, fellas. Oh, man. First, I'm going to confess. I just got home. I think I went out like 1:30 last night gambling. Then I went to another casino and I ran into a partner. We started kicking it. Next thing I know, I'm at his house. 2, 3 other brothers come over. Man, I had the most beautiful time I can remember in a long time. We just sat up and kicked it. It was fucking dope. It was almost like going to church. Now I rarely go to church. I'm not against church because I truly do believe in God. But I'm just saying, today, as I get into what I'm going to talk about, I do want to acknowledge how blessed I know I am. I'm a blessed brother. I done been through a lot of shit. Do you guys realize, some of you don't know this, what I'm going to tell you is going to be a shock, but I've had 2 strokes. I had those strokes within weeks of each other. And somehow, God saw fit to let me return to my normal state. I mean, I've returned to my physical state before the strokes. If anything, I may even be in better shape. So what I'm saying is, we all got to admit the truth. We got to admit the facts. We don't have to admit them. We just have to accept them. And the fact is, God is on our side. He's on my side. He's on your side. He's by our sides. And he will protect us if we believe. Now, even when you don't feel you deserve that protection, you'll receive it. I mean, you might be doing things that, make you not deserve it. But because you believe what you're doing is making you not deserving, that do mean you believe in what you're doing. Not what you're doing, but God. You're just not serving him. I'm also blessed because I'm fortunate enough to be dedicated to what I believe in. And of course, that's true game. Now, I believe this, and I'm trying to tell you this because I'm leading into a whole big old conversation. I believe that I'm being blessed because when you truly believe something, you truly believe in something. I mean, even somebody like me, because I really believed in this pimping. But what I'm saying is, if you really believed in something, you'll appreciate all you get, everything you get to see, everything you get to do. You'll appreciate that shit. I was told this when I was young in the game, and I believe it. I've been true to it. And what I'm saying is, my dedication has allowed me to deserve the successes that I enjoy today. But I gotta continue to go hard if I want to, continue to. Well, not continue if I want to just deserve what's coming to me. I want to publicly say I give praise to God. I give praise to everything way past me. I just want to say that publicly. I know God didn't see me through some harrowing experiences, and but none of them was as scary as them goddamn strokes. And I know I'm blessed, and as long as I'm breathing, I'm gonna continue to earn your respect by dropping true game on you. I'm just going to do it, man. I'm going to earn your respect by lacing you with all I know. That's my promise. That's my promise to you. That's my promise to God for giving me this action to continue to, communicate. Because, a stroke can take your voice. It can take your movement. I mean, a stroke can fuck you up. And I had two. Now, I'm saying this because you guys entering this game have no idea that you can actually grow to be a great man. You don't know that. Okay, let's say you just found it out. I'm not about if only you could catch a few women. I know you guys think that. You don't know how hard of a motherfucking task that is. So you can't base who you are or where you coming from on if you can catch a few women. Sure, I mean, if you catch a few women, you'll, have the potential to become this boss player you trying to become, this boss player you dream of. But you want to know what you'll have forgotten, what you'll have omitted, what you will have left out? What it takes to get to that position. All you know is that position exists. So what I'm saying is most of you guys get a woman, and immediately after getting her, you're looking for the next one. See, what you should understand is what I got groomed to understand. You got to catch the one you have. And you got to stop putting your efforts in just catching another one at that point. You have to fuck with this bitch you got. You got to train her. You got to, put some fucking interest in her. Because what I'm saying is, think about it. You catch her, she don't, off the streets, whatever. If she knew everything about your program, you don't have no goddamn program, man. So I'm saying, whenever you get a girlfriend, a potential wife, whatever, you got to lace her with your shit the way you see it. Okay, so what I'm saying is this. You guys catch the one you have, and you stop putting work on that bitch because you got her. Man, I got her. Why should I keep working? Because, bro, you got to understand that when your work with her actually begins when you catch her. That's when it starts. That's when you can ingrain in her all the things that's different about you than the things that she's been used to. You can ingrain in her your style. And you don't say, baby, I'm like this, baby, I'm like that. You show baby by taking her somewhere by, you know, showing her some immaculate courtesy. I'm just saying, you know, catching. When I call a woman, I'm telling you, my other women didn't see me for days, 3, 4. I don't know how many, not 5, but yeah, 3 or 4. And what I'm saying is, those 3 or 4 days, they'd be seeing that new bitch on the track. Because I'm sitting that bitch. But that bitch is returning to me because I'm training her how to be with me. I'm training her what to do after work. Woo, woo, woo. So when I'm saying, God damn it, I'm going to take her somewhere really fly. I'm going to let her see how she can live if she pay up. And what I'm saying, I'm going to spit game at her for hours. She didn't went out tonight. She didn't made whatever, 500. And she coming in, she feeling good and shit. I'm going to let her feel good. I'm going to boost her up. But I'm going to tell her $500 is the bare minimum. I mean, that's Rugrats type goddamn money, baby. You don't want to get that kind of shit. Well, I mean, I don't know. Are you a Rugrat type bitch? You got to put it in them to get it out of them. So what I'm saying is you motherfuckers should be doing what I'm saying. I'm talking about not about pimping. I'm talking about whenever you get a new girlfriend. This ain't really about pimping. This is about how and what you do to get a woman sprung on you. Otherwise, you kicking shit. You didn't been with her all day, whatever, y'all in the room, whatever. She's getting sleepy. Man, that's when you keep her up. Keep her up. Because you got a lot of shit to talk about. And you keep talking about the shit. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret, fellas. When a woman gets sleepy, that's the best time for you to put any new ideas to her, because for some reason, her mind is open to a lot of new things. And she becomes quite receptive to these ideas. Now, of course, she may wake up in the morning and think something else, but I doubt it, because you ain't gonna let her. You're gonna smoothly secure the things that you've gotten her to accept. Now, after those 2 or 3 days, I mean, you should have then put in her all she really needs to know to keep you happy. That's what those days are for. Then you cut her loose. Get your ass out there, bitch. You ready? She's ready to be in line with any program that I have for her motherfucking ass. Because I done trained her how to fuck with me. The days that she was with me, man, I put in her not only what to do, but I put her to the test. And in doing that, I was really grooming her on how to be with me properly. Because as she passed those tests, I'm letting her know what time it is. See, you gotta teach her what attitude to have around you. If she know you ain't shit, I'm telling you. You gotta groom her. And you have to make her understand, you know, what do's and don't to do to represent you. Now, you could fuck her and go home and, you know, get whatever she got for you, if that's the case. But like I said in the beginning, I'm one of the motherfucking ones who believe I could, you know, grow. to be a giant, a great motherfucker in this game. And I believed that when I started. And I learned from all those other motherfuckers that was already giants that you got to have one before you had two. So when you get one and you race to get two, you just fattening a frog for a snake. That's all you're doing because you ain't put your work in. A snake gonna put his work in. He gonna get that bitch. See, I learned from other giants in the game who learned from giants before them, and they passed that shit down. You got to put your work in where it should be put in, and you will motherfucking see the results I speak of or I speak about in your future. But of course, you can believe this is just olden day shit or whatever the fuck you guys call it, because none of this will work for your motherfucking bitch ass unless you believe in your heart that you're really special. Now, when you believe, that you're special, see, you need to excel in areas others fail in. That's what's going to make you special. I excel in talking about what I think. Man, a lot of motherfuckers barely can say what they think. Some people can say it quite well, but they can't express themselves the way I do because I'm very convincing. So I do that quite well. And believe it or not, it's a factor in why I'm so convincing. But being special is a job. Because once you're special, you want all the fuck you think and say to have that special meaning. And sometimes that just ain't possible. But if you like me, you're going to make it happen, or you're going to try to. Because I seriously think about everything I write, everything I post, every tweet, I seriously think about it. Because I want them all to represent higher thinking. And you want to know what's possible on each occasion I speak? Every time I say or confirm something, it gives you an opportunity to design yourself. My influence have nothing to do with you. Only to how you take the information is what's going to affect you. If you take it in this way, it may have no effect. But if you take it in that way, it may have some effect. But if you take it in the right way, it's going to have hella effect. Otherwise, I may or may not have a hand in lifting, you up. I really want to believe I do. Is there any benefit in doubting something? If you're not going to test it, why believe or why doubt anything if you don't test it? You can hear something that sounds ridiculous, but further investigation will show you a side of, what the fuck you were thinking that you hadn't thought of. You know what? What the fuck does that do for you? Seeing something you never thought of. It reinforces that you really are thinking. Because that's what's important. Thinking. How can you be thinking and think the same things that you've been thinking every goddamn day? That's remembering or reviewing. That's reviewing. Going over shit you done already did. Thinking is coming up with new horizons. New horizons for you to explore. And you won't get far in life without reviewing and thinking. So what I'm saying, reviewing has its place, just as thinking has its place. And we need to know how to deal with both of them. Because more than you understand, that's where our life is going. Our life is going to where you better be sure about what you're thinking. Because you're going to know any fucking thing is possible. I just thought you'd like to know this shit. Now, do you want to know how I became the man I am today? It all started by pure accident. I was in a pool hall and I overheard something. Now, I done overheard this shit 1,000 times before. And I don't know. It didn't strike me, but what I heard was a question. Because in the pool hall, everybody challenged you. And the motherfucker that asked the question said, "What are you going to do now, fool?" I mean, that was the question. That was so profound. Well, it wasn't the question. It might not have really been that profound. It could have been that I was just open for game at that moment in my life. Because what are you going to do now, fool? That ain't shit. But this motherfucker's answer is what started it for me. That motherfucker say, "I'm going to do whatever you think I can't do. And I'm going to do it in your motherfucking face. And I'm going to show your goddamn ass up." Now, this dude went on to be a goddamn dope fiend. But that shit he said stuck with me. And whenever somebody expressed doubt in me, I really pursued that particular issue. I'm putting this in your face, motherfucker. Now, that may be where this bragging shit came from with me, but I don't really think so. I just think it fitted in with me. But I just wanted to let a motherfucker know, nothing you think is going to restrict me. Period. You never know which piece of information is going to do it for you. That's why you need to be a sponge and soak up every fucking thing you hear. And you sort it out as you process the benefits for you. Now, when you're in pursuit of your manhood and you doing shit to promote it, it can get monotonous, over and over and over if you let it get like that. Now, in the beginning, you keep going over and over some of the things that you've learned, and it's exciting. And these things are actually materialized, or a little, it's materializing for you. But what I'm saying is, once you start getting this information and you start processing it, you end up fucking, as far as the way you sort it out and the way you actually understand it, you end up, letting it get monotonous. And like I'm saying, in the beginning, you go over the shit over and over. And it seems hard as hell. But this is part of the excitement for you. It's new. You just got to remember this. That once you start learning the shit, you're going to try to find a comfort zone. And you're going to develop that comfort zone. But it needs to be destroyed. You destroy it by doing the right things over and over. Repetition is what's going to do it for you. But what I'm saying is, unless you repetitiously do what the fuck you need to do, you're not going to get out of that habitual form you're in. These things have been picked up. They become a habit, and you have to discard them. The only reason you would see your life as monotonous is if you haven't, changed your old habits. And you're trying to do this, you're trying to think all this new stuff, using all this old fucking way you thinking. You got to change your thinking. That means change your comfort zones. That means actually destroying every comfort zone you have. Now, it's hard to change old habits, especially if those habits have aided you one way or another in being comfortable in this no contact zone. It took me a long while to adjust to not going out at night. But I did it. I write, and some nights I'd write until it didn't inspire me, and then I'd get to building something in my garage. I had to do shit to stay occupied. But this was for me. What I'm saying is, all of you guys need to get busy. You need to stop having such idle time. Get busy looking out for how you're going to live your life on your terms. You don't need a comfort zone. Anywhere you are should be a comfort zone. It is for me. You're not fully understanding. These years now can be wasted, or they can really greatly benefit you in your future. That all depends on what you do with it, or how you use your brains. I'm telling you, staying busy in your case is not that much different than the kind of staying busy I do. You should never be idle. You should never have idle thoughts unless you sleep. As a future, man of the hour, you need to plot your evenings out. You need to plot everything about your evening. And you want to plot how fly you're going to be and where you're going to get the most exposure. You need to do all this shit every night, every day. You want to understand that a quiet person, or a person who needs a comfort zone, cannot be a great man. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean a man who does not talk loud. I don't mean that kind of quiet. I'm talking about a man who wouldn't dare even want a Rolls Royce. I'm talking about a man on the other hand, who wouldn't dare let a Rolls Royce speak for him? I'm talking about a man whose Rolls Royce only announces his arrival. And then that Rolls Royce, whatever jewels he got on, whatever clothes he got on, and whatever situation it is, all take a back seat to his ass and his charisma. If you don't think like this about yourself, then how can you be this way? Some fools buy a Rolls Royce and a few jewels and all that kind of goddamn shit and think he ain't got to mingle and he ain't got to speak to nobody because everybody came up and can afford no goddamn Rolls Royce, which is true. Yeah, but when they see you just like them, you just happen to come up. See, that's what gets your reputation going. Shit. All that. The motherfucker buy a Rolls Royce and, think he don't have to mingle. That's because he still lives in a comfort zone. Even though he rolling, he got a comfort zone. Therefore, he don't say much. Even when he had a woman, this motherfucker probably let his Rolls Royce, his jewels, whatever. He let this shit talk for him. My motherfucking thing is this. Using your material things to speak for you only shuts you up. It only quiets you. A real motherfucker like me know that the fucking material shit only announce my arrival, like I said. And it indicates to everyone how you roll. But the real show don't start till you get out. And when I get out the car, dressed as I should be, as a man of my stature, fly, I'm always cool, calm, and collected. And I'm walking with the confidence of a gunslinger. Walking down Main Street in the new town. It's the Wild Wild West to me in my mind. And if you fuck with me, I'm going to draw down on your motherfucking ass so fast, and I'm going to spray your ass with this double-barreled, sawed-off Uzi that I have in my mouth. I'm going to talk so much goddamn shit, you're going to start to believe that I am a gunslinger, and I done just shot you with a whole bunch of bullets. I know I am a badass motherfucking gunslinger because the game gave me the confidence to disarm any armed bandit in ear range. Because if you listen to me, I had that motherfucker know. He'd be knowing he don't want to do nothing to this pimp. So, I had that motherfucker thinking that if you rob me, man, you robbing the pimp. And today you got motherfuckers say, fuck that pimp, nigga, I'm gonna rob you. That's why you got to watch where you're going and understand what I'm saying. I knew I had to always be thinking or doing something to keep my mind sharp. And I still do that today. And that's my whole point. All of you motherfuckers who check this video out need to understand April 1st, new semester at Sidewalk University. You can get all this shit broke down to where you can understand it because I am definitely a true professor. All you need is what I got. And all I need is for you to really want it. If you want it, I got it. Come to my motherfucking school, man. Let me give it to you. Your mini comfort zones. Come on, man. Everywhere you go outside, your little comfort zones. They make you go there. You gravitate toward them. I mean, your fucking comfort zones are really places to avoid. You know, you be in the comfort zones because dudes, they're just making casual assumptions of you or assessments of you, and your ass is tripping. See, talking shit with other motherfuckers that's sharper than you is the only way you gonna grow. If you don't suck it up and start fucking with real motherfuckers that know hella shit more than you, oh fuck. I forget. 502, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? Just sitting here, man. You really answered my question, man. On to be honest with you, as I was waiting, but I really wanted to ask you, how does it feel to be really the last of a damn breed?
Well, I did answer that, but to be last of a damn breed, you don't feel that. You just feel like what you thinking is dying out, but you never think you the last of that breed. You just think that breed is somewhere that we're not recognizing, if that's the case. But you never think it's dying out because you don't want to think that. But by the lack of interest, by the lack of real motherfuckers, that the shit is dying out. So it's like an oxymoron, bro.
Exactly. That's where I'm coming from, bro. Like I say, man, you being 68 and all, I own a barbershop, whatever the case. I come across a lot of men and a lot of gentlemen. A lot of these cats in your age frame, man, they think like older men. They not hip to new game. Their motor skills aren't there. They're not sharp on their feet. So I just want to tip my hat, man, because you're a brainiac, bud.
Hey, you know what? You know what, man? That's a good compliment coming from you, man, because I don't really think I'm a brainiac, but I do think that I'm active mentally, and I do think that shit keep me sharp, and I do think I know every goddamn thing. So I mean, I could say I think I'm a brainiac, but I also know that I don't know everything. So I ain't no motherfucking brainiac.
That's right.
I just believe what I believe. And you sound like a young man. I hope you keep going with what you thinking, bro. Believe what you believe. Because this is what my shit is about.
Yes, sir.
It is not about me convincing you. It's about you believing in whatever the fuck you think so that you can whatever talk shit, whatever, blah, 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 like me, if that's the case. That motherfucking Rosebud is one thing I can say about him. Ain't damn motherfucker finna tell him shit. I mean, that's my thing.
Yes, sir. And I have some similarities. I'm a black sheep. I speak my mind, and I'm coming out. I was born and raised in Flint, Michigan, man. We were born kind of. We were tough. We were born up, and I was born up by my grandfather, who reminds me of you. And he gave me game. He wasn't easy. He reminded me how you say your father was. It wasn't no I love you. It slapped the shit out you, thumped you in your head. It wasn't no hugging, no kid, none of that shit. We were treated like boys. They did the girls like that. So now, like I said, on the barbershop, I see these men, man, they hugging and kissing on the boys. I mean, it's just a whole new game, but these boys so feminine these days and the girls are masculine. It's sad out here, man.
Check this out, man.
In the public every day.
This is something all you motherfuckers listening to me should understand. When you let that bitch get in your car and pull out a Swisser and smoke it like a dude, you completely confirming to her that you ain't shit. I'm telling you, women, when they pull out that cigar and they want to smoke it, they actually want you to check them. If you don't, they gonna motherfucking think you a punk. You ain't gonna never get to fuck this bitch, and she gonna be treating you like her girlfriend. And it's only because women today don't realize what they doing is a straight challenge to dudes' manhood. But dudes today have been taught to bow down, bow away from all challenges from women so that you can actually understand them. Man, fuck understanding a goddamn woman. I know what a woman think. I know what she want, just like she know what I think. She know what I want. But about me putting myself in her shoes, I ain't doing it. I don't want to know nothing about how a period feel. I don't want to know nothing about how giving birth feel. I want to know what I know. And I want bitches to accept what they know. But then motherfuckers is crossing the line on both sexes, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Indeed. I'm with you.
All right, brother. I appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
man. Hey, look, man. You motherfucker. Hit me, 502. You got that part 1 and 2 of the Rosebud to American Pimp, man. Hit me today. If you don't hit me today, I ain't gonna be responsible.
Hey, we Facebook friends, Mr. John Dixon.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Have I given you that book?
No, sir.
So then it ain't got nothing to do with us being friends. It got something to do with you called into this show.
That's right.
Okay. All right, so hit me, man. Hit me, man. Ask Rosebud at gmail.com so I can hit you.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. See, the thing about me is when you talk shit with dudes that are sharper than you, and let's say some different dudes that you ain't kicking it with, see you talking to these dudes, they're going to automatically assume you on that level. So what I'm saying is, you don't know they looking at you or seeing you. Excuse me. But they see you and say, hey, what's going on, bud? And you say, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And you represent yourself proper. See, that's how you arrive. Until other motherfuckers that you don't fuck with recognize you, you have not arrived. So what I'm saying is you motherfuckers need to learn. You can't designate yourself as a big nigga. No one does that. It just one day you're going to be out and you're going to realize everybody is treating you differently. And they're giving you more props than before. And you're going to notice all those big niggas that used to be laying the seat so you can speak to them, they speaking to you. I mean, come on. They noticing and speaking to you first. People you have never seen before in your life know your name because your name is ringing loud and clear. And until you experience this kind of shit, your ass ain't big. Your blindness to real game is big. You'll never experience this shit because you don't have the respect needed for this shit. I am not better than you, but I bet if it's about people who judge and they look at my fucking record, I'm gonna be judged the best. That don't mean I'm better than you. That mean I got sharper game than you. So what I'm saying, you might be a mathematician. You might be a real whiz in school. But when it comes to this motherfucking game, that shit ain't doing you no motherfucking good. Because you overthink shit. So, who's the sharpest? Come on, I'm just saying, man. You gotta understand this kind of shit. When you experience this kind of respect, you will realize what I'm saying when I say people designate you as big. You don't do it. Now, let me show you how fortune finds you. And then I'm going to go. Last night, I found 2 $100 bills in a suit jacket. Now, I haven't worn this motherfucking shacking in over a year. But I'm out, and for some reason I was dressed, but I wasn't planning on running into my partners. So I run into the nigga, go to his house thinking I'm finna have a drink or two, and then 2-3 other niggas called. It was like 6 niggas over there. We just kicking. It was just so much motherfucking fun. But what I'm saying is, them $100 motherfucking bills was in a suit that I hadn't worn in over a year. So last night, I went and got $51 bills. I'm gonna be honest, I still got about almost 20 of them. But I got them so that I could pass them out to motherfuckers. Share the wealth, you know what I'm saying, man? And this ain't gonna make me go to heaven, but it is me trying to be a good guy. I mean, it really is. I don't want to be a taker. I've taken quite a bit, and I've been blessed to live through it all. So I am into this giving mode. And I know you motherfuckers think I'm crazy. But I am. I am. I'm into the giving mode. So understand me. This is going to be a short video because I got a lot of shit to do tonight. I got Steve the Dean. He go, Steve the Dean. This motherfucker have a nigga doing a video for 48 hours straight. This motherfucker don't be playing. But any motherfucking way, I'm finna go. I love you motherfuckers. I love you for fucking with me. If you can, hit me. If you want to get in SWU, April 1st, new semester. Right now, you motherfuckers can spend $300 instead of $500 to enroll, but you still don't need the course. So I'm just saying, there's a bunch of things we can do to work shit out so you can fuck with me. All I want you to do is fuck with me. All right? I'm gone, man. Oh, come on. 516. I was about to go off 516. What's happening?
Yo, Rosebud, what's happening, OG? I just had to hit you up real quick to just say, yo, blessings for everything, man. I want to see if I can get a chance to win them books.
516, you got to hit me, man, and you got to make sure you let me know who you are just by saying the rest of your phone number and shit. And yeah, you can have them motherfucking books, man. Parts 1 and 2.
Yeah. Oh, man. This JB from Brooklyn, I guess I just got to hit you. On email, right?
You know what my email is? Ask Rosebud with 2 D's at gmail.com.
For a double dose of this pepper.
You know it, motherfucker. Hit me, man. I'll definitely hook you up.
Yo, peace, OG. Thanks for the gift.
You know it, man. Hey, you guys. I don't give a fuck what none of you say. The happiness in bro's voice. I mean, man, I ain't shit. But motherfuckers be wanting to hear this shit that I spit. They want to read this shit I wrote. And I'm proud. God damn it. I am. I'm just proud as fuck. I do a lot of shit. And all of it is semi-successful. None of it is really well, the confidence course is. But I associate that with Sidewalk University. And Sidewalk University is not successful as I would like it to be. But I got to keep my fingers crossed because this is the last month of this semester. And I have so many more students in at this point than I normally do. And they all seem to be capable. But I can't believe in none of them because You know, I didn't have motherfuckers go all the way to the last 2 weeks, and then drop out. Shock the shit out of me. You know, I don't know what motherfuckers be doing. But what I do know is that my life is valuable to me. And what makes it valuable is that I think I owe hella shit to you motherfuckers. I'm out.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.